Hey guys, this is Wolfire here today, and today I'm gonna be doing something a tiny bit different. Gonna be looking at I'm gonna be doing something completely different actually, not a tiny bit different. Today I'm gonna be showing some Magic the Gathering cards. Well, not real ones, but okay. Let me first explain. Magic the Gathering is a card game that many people play. Many Magic the Gathering players. No, sorry. But yes, many lots of people play this game called Magic the Gathering. Probably just better to look it up than let me explain to you. But it's a card game, and in the card game you have particular abilities and particular things. But yeah. So what I've done is I've decided to start making a commander set. Well, not a commander set, but like a bunch of commander cards and decks to make a commander cube. I've made a bunch of legendaries here. All of these ones are legendary. Oh, and this guy here. It's based off, the set thingy is based off animation. Originally, as you can see in the corner, it says anime, but I'm just lazy and I didn't want to write the entire word of animation, because this, basically anything that is from animation is here. For example, yeah, these zombies. They're from the video game 7 Days to Die. Very fun video game. I suggest playing it. There's some from Terraria here. Adventure Time. I haven't made too many cards. I think I've only made, let me just check. Yeah, I've only made around 225, and I've made 16 tokens, which I'll explain another day, but for now, today, we're just going to be looking at the legendaries. Now, in Commander, you have in Commander, there's a thing called a Commander, or your General, and it has to be a legendary creature, as you can clearly see, legendary creature, and, basically, the deck can only contain the colors of the choice. I highly suggest you just look it up yourself, look up how to play Commander, or just ask a friend if you know any friends who play Magic. Or you might already know Magic the Gathering, for all I know. I don't know any people here. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna go through each Commander character thing and what you want to do with the deck once you've made it. Of course, I'm gonna make a bunch of cards. I'm hoping to make around 500, 600 cards. It's gonna take a while. So far, I've been doing this for around a year, I think. Actually, maybe, give me a second. Okay, so around 8 months I've been doing this. I've kind of hit a roadblock at the moment of what cards to make next, but I have made a bunch of commanders, so if anyone has any suggestions that I could add to these cards and stuff, or if they think, that card's not very good, or that card's too powerful, stuff like that, if you've played Magic, or if you just started to get into Magic, stuff like that. Now I'm just going to go for each commander and each strategy, and it's just what I decided to do today. And if you're wondering, I got this idea off Sethbling. So, there's a couple cards here that aren't actually legendary creatures, like that one, all of these guys, and that. I'll show those off in another date, but for now I'll just show off the commanders. So, and if you want to know, some of these are based off anime, probably, you can tell. But, if I will I'll say the name of the anime and the character and and explain the details of each. Okay, so first, I've got Koro Sensei, which I've made a 2/4 human. I probably should make him a human teacher, but, you know, I didn't. If you're wondering why I call him a human, watch the TV show. First, haste flying first strike. Obviously, it's because he's really fast. Whenever a creature taps or untaps for an ability, gain 3 life and draw a card. It's because I feel like I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know why I decided to make it. I felt it made sense to me when I first made it, but it doesn't matter. I made him blue-red because I feel like blue-red is a good combination for him. Then we have One Punch Man, which is a 5/5. Now that doesn't sound very good, does it? A 5/5 for 5/5 or Wooburg. It's a legendary creature, human, obviously, and 5/5, and it's One Punch Man. One Punch Man can kill anyone. I've given him a bunch of abilities: Death Touch, Reach, Lifelink, Haste, Vigilance, Indestructible First Strike. I should probably just tell you what each of these abilities do. Okay, so in Magic, you have creatures die, obviously. So when Death Touch just means whatever it deals damage to will instantly be destroyed. Unless, of course, that creature is indestructible. Indestructible means it can't be destroyed by any way, it can't be destroyed, specifically. It can be, exiled, but that's for another day. Reach means it can block creatures with flying. There's creatures with flying, you can fly. Yeah, lifelink means whenever it deals damage, you, the player, gains that much life. Of course, there's probably a bunch of confusing mumbo-jumbo to a lot of you. I highly suggest playing this game. It's very fun. Vigilance means when you go to combat, you tap your creature to attack your opponent. Vigilance means you don't have to tap it; it can just attack. Haste means when you first cast a creature, it can't attack. But if it has haste, it can attack immediately. First Strike means when two creatures fight up against each other, they usually attack exactly at the same time. But with First Strike, the creature with First Strike goes first. So it's pretty simple stuff. It sounds very confusing. So we have Yugi, or from the TV show Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, One Punch Man is from One Punch Man. Yu-Gi. So I made Yu-Gi 4 colors. Very rare sight in normal Magic the Gathering. So I've made them white, green, black, red, and 3 other. It's a 2/2, so it doesn't seem very good value, obviously. It's legendary human. A lot of these have been humans so far, don't worry. They're basically all humans. Okay, so whenever a non-token creature dies, populate. Populate means you create another token, which are like semi-creatures. They're very weird. So the first ability is you pay 2 and you tap it. That symbol just means you can choose between which mana you want to use. You can tap it, create a 1/1 green Kubo. It's one of his signature creatures. Oh, I think it's signature, at least. That's my opinion. And then you do that another 2 times, except with the Dark Magician, I mean. And yeah, there's also color identity. So yeah, Marine. I can't say his name. Don't try to make me say his name. His name is too long. I know the last bit's a Marine Captain. His first name is like, what the hell does that even mean? He's an 8/8 for 8. That's a pretty flavorful thing. So he's got Flash and Infect. Flash means you can cast it on anyone's turn, because turn cycles. You guys should look it up. Infect means when it deals damage to creatures, it puts minus counters on that, minusing their power. And then when it deals damage to players, it deals poison counters, and if a player gets 7 poison counters, it dies. In fact, remembering poison counters, I'm just going to actually take that down by 1. Goddamn, an 8/8, that's 2 poison counters away. And there's other ways to yeah, that's way too powerful, I just realized. So his first ability is whenever 1 or more creatures attack you, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature for each attacking creature. So you can so it basically means whenever 1 or more creatures attack you, you put a -1/-1 counter on the target creature for each creature attacking. And then its first ability is meant to like counteract anyone from drawing too many cards per turn. So like people draw a lot of cards using spells and stuff, and if they do, they might get punished by you flashing out your commander with the flash and putting a bunch of -1/-1 counters on everyone's creatures except for your own. Next one is Naruto from Naruto. That picture is actually from Naruto Soprano, whatever the fuck. This is the first guy. Actually, no, wait. Okay, it's the second guy, whatever. So it's a 4/3, not very powerful, but you know, it doesn't need to be powerful, especially with its abilities. Its first ability is whenever a player discards a card. I don't think I wrote discard correctly, did I? Nope, I did not. Discards a card, target player draws a card. I'm just gonna actually quickly add a comment there. So basically, it's meaning if you want to do deals with people, other people can draw a card. Whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, Target player gains 5 life. Another thing, it says target because if you don't target a player, then it's just you. But if you want to make deals with people and force people to draw cards and stuff like that, and then its bottom ability fills both of these. It says tap 2 mana, 1 white, 1 black. Target player discards a card, or tap res a permanent. And then you create a 2/2 black and white human ninja token. So yeah, you can also, most of the time you want to make your opponents discard, but also you also want to sometimes sacrifice opponents. Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, obviously. So it's a 4/4 for 6, 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, and it has reach and friendship. Friendship doesn't exist in Magic the Gathering. I made that up because I wanted to have a few abilities that I made up myself. It's pretty simple. Whenever this creature enters the battlefield or attacks, scry 1 and then draw a card. Scry means you look at the top card of your library and you keep it on top or put it on the bottom. I'm planning to change that friendship ability a little bit. I'm going to get rid of the enter the battlefield thing. And then -1/-1 counters can't be put on Monkey D. Luffy. So basically that means, you know what, -1/-1 counters puts power down, but Luffy can't get them. That actually has to do with the series. In one of the episodes, something particular happens to him. I won't tell you what happens to him. You have to watch the series. It's only up to episode like 900, but in the episode that happens, it's only like 400. And then whenever a pirate comes into play, put a +1/+1 counter on that pirate and target player mills 2. So obviously you can take this 2 different directions. You can get power up, get all the pirates, power them up, or you can mill your opponents out. Your choice. So Nico Robin, I've decided to make a for each creature, each main commander. For example, this is the main commander. You have 2 side commanders that represent the 2 other colors. So we have Nico Robin, a 4/3 for 4, 2 black, a friendship, obviously, and whenever a pirate attacks or enters the battlefield, create a 2/2/1 black hand creature. So I found that very flavorable, in my opinion, but, you know, your choice. Whitebeard, 4, and then 1 blue. I know his name is Whitebeard, but frick off. And actually, I'm going to quickly... Nope. There you go. Make it a bit more expensive. Probably make these a bit too expensive sometimes, but it's fine. So it has friendship, obviously. Whenever a Whitebeard enters the battlefield, destroy target non-land permanent. And it also has down below 2 blue, 5, exile Whitebeard, then return into the battlefield tapped. I might actually make that a tiny bit cheaper. So basically, you can exile him. I thought it would be a bit too powerful if he enters untapped, because then you could just continuously tap and untap him, and there's ways to get infinite mana and stuff, blah blah blah. I don't think there's actually, no, there might not be ways to get infinite mana in my thing. There might be, I don't know. And then the second ability says, when Whitebeard dies, destroy all non-pirate creatures, which I thought was great. It has to do with the show again. Okay. Ichiko Kurosaki. I can't say the last name properly. This is the only level up commander of all the commanders. I might make another one, but I like him a lot. So he has haste, meaning as soon as you cast him, you can attack. It's a 3/4 for 4. You can pay 1 and a black to level up, which put a level counter on this creature. Obviously, it doesn't say creature for some reason. I'll change it later. Level up only as a sorcery. Sorcery means you can only cast in your turn, unless there's other things, whatever. So whenever Ichiko, I just said his first name because I'm not bothered to change it. Whenever Ichiko dies, return Ichiko to the battlefield, tapped and leveled up by 1. I'm just going to quickly change that +5 plus. Okay, so, and then if you get them up high enough to level 5, it says, whenever a permanent enters the battlefield, you may cast a card from any graveyard. You may use mana as any color. So, yeah. To cast the card. Very interesting. So, it takes you a while to get up to there, but when you do get up to there, I'm just going to do that. Actually, you know what? Make it a bit more powerful. Because I feel like, make it So you can't destroy it, you have to exile it, get rid of it. I have to add to exiled cards later on. Now we have Urza Scarlet, which is another human wizard, of course. It's barely, I don't think there's any non-humans. I have to add some more non-humans later on. But it doesn't matter. Okay, so Flying, Trample, Haste, a 4/4 for 8. Now that seems a bit crazy, but whenever Urza Scarlet attacks, create X 2/2 green wizard tokens with haste and reach, where X is the number of creatures you control. I'm trying to change that a tiny bit later, but whatever. So it can attack as soon as you cast it, and it's Flying, Trample, Haste. So it's pretty good. And the deck that you can either have this in or have it as your commander. The deck you can have it in is I'll show you in a little bit, but it's got the color green in it. Let's just say that. And green is, in Magic the Gathering, one of the most well-known for having the best ramp. Ramp is where you search your deck and get lands on the battlefield much quicker than anyone else. Okay. Of course, this sounds all like mumbo-jumbo to anyone who doesn't play Magic the Gathering, or has similar. Okay. So, Hal Jenkins Pendragon. If you haven't watched this movie, I'm ashamed of you. You should unsubscribe if you're subscribed, and dislike the video if you're... Everyone who dislikes this video obviously hates this movie. If you don't know what this movie is, you should go watch it right now. It is called Hal's Moving Castle. So Hal costs 5 and is a 1/3 with flying. You'd know why he has flying if you watch the movie. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery each turn, copy it, meaning... you know what it means. It just means you get a second copy of that spell. Whenever you copy a sorcery, draw a card. Whenever you copy an instant, deal 3 damage to any target. So, I don't know why I gave this guy these abilities. I just couldn't think of anyone else. Okay, now we have Laxis. Fuck it. I don't know how to say his name. Leave me alone, okay? I'm not good at reading. Okay, so it's a 5/5 for 5. So that's already pretty good. 5/5 for 5. So yeah, probably made that a bit. I probably should. I'm gonna make it a tiny bit harder. Not much harder, but still a tiny bit harder. Whenever, you know what, I'm gonna make it a tiny bit. I'm gonna add one more green. Screw you, okay? It looks good. Okay, so whenever 2 or more wizards attack, each attacking wizard gets +2/+2 until in turn and you draw a card. So basically it benefits you to have lots of wizards. 2 more other wizards attack. So it, like, because you can get this guy out, one other guy, then it's 7/7, and if the other guys are 1/1, so still 3/3. And Natsu is probably, out of the main commanders being, I don't care enough to fucking find out. But, okay, to tell you. Okay, so basically, he's probably the weakest, to be honest. Well, maybe he's actually, maybe he'd be the powerfulest. I don't know. But, basically, you play X and red, green. Basically, you can put any amount into here. So, you can put 0. You can get this, you can get a 1/1 Natsu on turn 1 if you want. If you're turn 2, I mean. Want to get turn 2 Natsu? Go ahead. But its ability is quite overpowered. So it's Haste, Trample. A few of these have Haste and Trample, but its ability says other wizards you control have Guild. Each creature with Guild gets +1/+1 for each other creature with Guild. So, for your deck with a bunch of wizards, this would become immensely overpowered very fast, very quickly, and you would win the game. So, like, you basically meant to build up a very strong team and kill them. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. This was kind of a bit out of character. I will probably make more showing you all the other amazing cards I have. But yeah, I have a few lands I made that I haven't. A couple of these cards don't have pictures or names. It's because I don't know. Because I want the card, but I don't know what to call the thing. So I will see you in the next video. I know this is, once again, I know this is a bit random. I've been playing like nothing else for years. not years, months. I posted a video, they disappeared, but I got scared of that copper thing, so I didn't want to die. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!